And I've just locked my keys in it. Now I'm in trouble. Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently turning this Mercedes Sprinter into an off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere, was kind of stealthy camper van. And today I want to talk about 5 different things you can do in your van whilst we're in lockdown, because at the moment the entire country, well pretty much the entire planet, is on lockdown because of COVID-19. And it's got me thinking, there's a lot of people out there that are really bored and got nothing to do but sit around and eat all that food they've hoarded. So I thought I'd make a little video to try and encourage you to get out onto your driveway, into your vans, and do a little bit of maintenance, I guess. So here's the 5 things that I'm going to suggest that you do. Number 1, give your van a good clean, and I mean give it a real good spring clean. Clean all the outside, clean all the inside, rip everything out and give it a thorough good cleaning. And whilst you're at it, make sure you clean all your waterways underneath the van as well. I made a video all about that and I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. I'll also put a little card up there for you as well. Very important, clean those waterways. And whilst we're on the outside, check all your paintwork, especially the bonnet. Make sure there's no stone chips, and if there are any stone chips, maybe now's the time to take care of those as well. Number 2, check under your bonnet. A little bit of maintenance goes a long way into ensuring the longevity of your van, and there's quite a few things you can do that you don't need to take your vehicle to the garage to do, like check your coolant level, make sure that's topped up and it's on the maximum mark. And whilst you're under here, have a little look at your brake reservoir, make sure that's got brake fluid in it. If it hasn't got brake fluid in it, then you're in trouble. And also, obviously, while you're under the bonnet, check your oil level. Take your dipstick out, check the end of it, make sure you've got enough oil in your van. And last but not least, make sure you've got plenty of washer fluid in your washer fluid reservoir. Fill that up with washer fluid or a bit of soap and water, does the same thing, and then you're good to go under your bonnet. Now, talking about maintenance, it's always a good idea to check the tyre pressure as well. We'll find out what your tyre pressure should be for the make and model of your vehicle and the size of tyres as well. And once you've checked the size of your tyres and found out the right tyre pressure, here's a little trick for you. Make a note of it, write it down on a piece of paper and put that underneath your sun visor, so that next time you go to check your tyres, you know you haven't got to look it up again. Now, whilst we're talking about under the sun visor, it's always a good idea as well to know the height of your vehicle and the width of your vehicle. So take this time and opportunity to measure the height of your vehicle. I've not measured mine just yet because I've got some other things I need to put up there, but once I have, I will be measuring the height of my vehicle and the width, and I'll write it all down, put it on a little sticker and put it under my sun visor. And not only is it handy for you to know the height and the width of your vehicle, if somebody else is driving your vehicle and they come across a low bridge or a narrow road, they've got a quick visual reference of the height and the width of your vehicle as well. So it could save you a whole lot of headache. So that's number 2, well 2.5. Right, let's get on to the next. Number 3, check your batteries in your smoke alarm. How many people forget to do that? Just give it a little press. You should have a button somewhere like this, and there you go. Sorry about that. Your smoke alarm is all good to go. And if you've had the batteries in your smoke alarm for longer than a year, maybe even think about changing the batteries anyway, just to be on the safe side. And if you've got a CO2 alarm, carbon monoxide alarm, make sure you check the batteries in that too. And again, same thing, just press the button. Yes, I know I've got to mount that yet. Now, talking of alarms, have you got a gas alarm? Because there is a button on the gas alarm as well that you can check. Here's mine in the cupboard, right down here. I'll just show you. There he is, right there. Little gas alarm. Press the button. Oh no, it's good to go. That's hardwired to 12 volts, so there's no batteries in that one. But I do believe there are some that do take batteries. So there you go. Check your batteries, check your alarms, sleep safe. Number 4, electrics. Now, it's always a good idea just to visually inspect your electrics sometimes, especially if you've fitted those electrics, that's my gas alarm, yourself. That's telling me it's now working. So what I mean by that is the back of your switches. So if you've got a switchboard similar to this, like I have here, like these nice switches here, and especially these things, these USB chargers, if you've got those, it's always a good idea to every now and again just have a look at the back of them. I'll find my torch. There it is, in a handy place. Now my wiring isn't that pretty, right? It's a bit messy because I've not quite finished it yet, but I just want to show you this just so you can see what what I'm talking about. So the back of your electrics are going to look like this. Now the thing you want to be looking at are these terminals. Just make sure they're pushed on properly, especially these. These do catch fire. These vibrate loose. You can see that's quite a loose fitting one, that one. And I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube of these catching light. They come loose and they catch fire. All this bit round here, it all melts and it literally catches fire. So it's always a good idea just to check. If these are getting hot, these terminals will discolour. You'll get brown discoloration on the back of your wires. It's quite see, that one was almost off. There you go. Just check these, make sure they're all nice and snug and they're fitted on properly. There's no loose wires. And whilst you're on checking your electrics, whilst you're checking all those terminals out, think about your batteries as well, your battery terminals, especially those of you that have got lead acid leisure vehicle batteries. Try saying that when you're drunk. But yeah, if you check your terminals, just have a look, make sure there's no corrosion around the top of your terminals. I won't show you because it's all under there and it's all dark. So check your battery terminals, make sure they're nice and clean, and if they're not, undo them, clean them and put them back together again. And number 5, if you've got a cheap Chinese diesel heater, now would be a really good time to check the fuel lines, and I'll show you exactly why. This is my diesel heater pump here, and you can see you've got these black rubber joiners in your fuel line. There's also one at the other end at the fuel tank. Now this black rubber isn't all that good. If you've got your pump underneath your van and it's been there for more than a year, I can guarantee these pipes are starting to crack and they're starting to decompose. But don't worry, it's a really easy fix. All you need is 3mm diesel injector return pipe. You can easily get this stuff on eBay or from Halfords. I may even put a link in the description of this video where you can get this pipe to replace this. And my diesel heater is here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to be moving this diesel heater in the summer. I only put it there temporarily while I was building out the van, so this is going to be moved. It's going to go inside this cupboard, and when I do that, I'm going to be changing these fuel pipes for diesel injector return pipe. And the diesel injector return pipe is actually reinforced as well, so it's 10 times better than this stuff. Now, talking about pipes, why not check your LPG gas pipes? And to do that, just checking all the joins. To do that, all you need is glass cleaner. You don't have to go out and buy any special stuff. Just get yourself a bottle of glass cleaner like this one. As you can see, if I shake this up, you can see it's really foamy. It really does foam up quite well, and it's perfect for checking your gas pipes. Turn your gas on and just give this a spray around all the joins, and if you have got a gas leak, you'll see little bubbles appear, just like the ones inside this bottle. Early detection of gas leaks is very, very important, and you may be surprised that you have got an actual gas leak, and it will be very minute, but nevertheless it'll be there, and if it is, you'll find it using glass cleaner. And one other final thing, if you have got a wood burner, why not consider cleaning it out, giving it a good spring clean. Clean the flue as well, make sure you keep your flue nice and clean. The last thing you want to do is have a fire inside your flue next year when you start using it again. So once the weather improves, oh, listen to that roar, I just love that. I've got to say, I love this thing. But anyway, yeah, very important, keep your flue pipe nice and clean. Well, there you go. I hope you found this video useful, mildly entertaining, and maybe it's inspired you to actually get off the sofa, put the snacks away and go and do a bit of maintenance in your camper van. Oh, that's lovely. I love this thing. So all that's left for me to say is stay safe, stay indoors, unless you're going out on your driveway to do a bit of maintenance on your camper van. Stay away from people. That's the main thing. Stay away from people, wash your hands regularly, and let's get through this scary times we're going through. Yeah, it's frightening, isn't it? Well, if you are new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. And by subscribing to my channel, you'll help me save the local wildlife, because I've got 2 cats and they're both hungry. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra for now. Make sure your smoke alarm works, or even not, as the case may be. There you go. I need a new battery. Just goes to show.